All right, welcome back, guys. We got the Monday market report for the week ending October 22nd, 2023. I want to thank you guys for tuning in as we take a look at the most relevant post 1900 modern era of graded coins to have sold here in the last 7 days. We're going to take a look at all of the auction activity, the most relevant ones, of course, from greatcollections.com. Has been probably the most reliable auction service to date for coins that we're about to address today. All right, so if you're looking for that high profile coin to add to your collection, Great Collections probably will have the goods for you. But also, if you got some of those big coins that's been sitting in your closet, maybe they were passed down to you and you're looking to move from them, Great Collections is also a great place to consign with as well. All right, so everything on their website, greatcollections.com, information on how to be a part of the bidding experience, but also there's additional information on how to get things kickstarted with your coin consignments. So, pretty big week here. We have a lot of coins that we haven't seen in quite some time making a return. Some big registry set style coins making a huge impact, which again shows the health of this market as it's just continuing to go up and up and up. There's no slowdown in sight, and we're seeing just all across the board general interest heightened to the next level for type coins, for varieties, for these high-end registry set coins, anything that's like a top grade, you name it. It's all being shown in full force. And of course, we are heading into the holiday season here where generally the market is pretty robust, all the way up till about the first or second week of December. So there's about a month and a half, 2-month window where we see just exploding interest in this hobby, all across the board. And, I'm glad to be able to talk about it with you here today. What's really cool, we have our first CAC-G graded coin to make the list. All right, CAC is a company that for the longest time they used to certify already graded coins. They were kind of like this third-party auditor that takes a look at the grades that PCGS and GC puts onto the coins, and then they either give it a green sticker for yes, it is exactly as it appears, that grade does match the coin, so on and so forth. But they also give special considerations with a gold sticker as well. Now, since then, in the last few months, there's been, kind of like this exploding popularity with the new CAC graded holders. We have our first one on the list, and it's a huge one. All right, and people are really diving in to CAC-G graded coins, myself included. I have a few myself. Sold one on last Friday's Whatnot stream. Such a beautiful Walking Liberty $50 that I was able to offer up, and sales have been nothing short of spectacular in these CAC-G graded holders. All right, speaking of Whatnot, we do have a little bit of a calendar of events this week. We have our Part 4 Unsearched Scent Roll Showcase coming in tomorrow on Tuesday, October 24th, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Friday, we have a really nice World and U.S. type signature sale as well. It's one that you can't miss, obviously, because, we're going to do it right. Last Friday's show, a lot of people got some huge banging deals, all right? And I would see that continuing on as we head into the holidays. A lot of folks getting into the action on the newest sale platform in the business, all right? So come check it out. If it's your first time joining the Whatnot family, go ahead and check out my referral link down below in the description box, where you can earn yourself $15 in usable store credit right away. And you can essentially go on there and buy something for cheap, and then it pays for it, shipping included. So go check it out. Hopefully, I'll see you guys either tomorrow on Tuesday for the Scent Roll Showcase, or this coming Friday for the general weekly type sale. So, yes, that's it. That's it for Whatnot. Let's go ahead and jump into some of these coins that have made an impact on great collections. We're going to start things off here with a coin that I'm sure you and I and everybody else who's in the roll hunting business, this is one of the premier finds in modern coinage. This is a 1999 Lincoln Memorial cent. This one exhibits the incredibly popular wide AM reverse. Keep in mind the wide AM reverse dies were going to be used for the proof strikes. So they accidentally used them for the business strikes, as you can see here. Now, they made these in a trio of years, 98, 99, and 2000. However, the 99 is the rarest of the three, especially in high grades. This one just so happens to be a PCGS Mint State 67 red. Man, this thing is huge. And this is a coin that will continuously be coveted in the variety community, especially in this grade. It's going to appeal to a lot of people, and because of that, the price tag will follow suit. This one ended up selling for $1,760.62 to kind of kick things off for the Monday Market Report. The next one that we have here, this is pure registry set gold. This is such a crazy grade on this 1996 Lincoln Memorial cent. As you can see, it's a Mint State 69 red here. And undeniably, an incredibly clean coin. You just don't see Lincoln cents from the 90s that look like this, where it's devoid of any major distracting hits or contact marks all throughout the coin. The fields are really clean, and this is just a pristine addition to the registries. This one right here ended up selling for $2,812.50. Sounds like I have a few birds chirping outside because they are with approval on this one. Again, beware. This is a coin along with a bunch of other dates. If you are thinking about getting into grading some of these high-end pieces, you might want to think again. These are incredibly rare, and you might end up wasting your money thinking you have something that maybe should not be there. The next one that we have here is another top-notch variety for the Lincoln Cent series. This is a 1972 doubled die obverse. This is the infamous FS101 variety. That's the Cherry Picker's Guide variety attribution. This is an incredibly high-end coin. This one grades PCGS Mint State 67 plus, full red. You can see doubled die obverse on the label, and it's also got a CAC green bean as well. This thing has a lot of things going for it. This one ended up selling for $5,973.75. Just one look at the doubling, and you'll know why that this one's high atop the search lists. All right, so here's one of those coins that we haven't seen in quite some time. Man, I remember covering this coin like 10 years ago when the first few mid-state 67s showed up on everybody's radar. Now, those 67s aren't so relevant anymore. Where it's at are going to be the plus designated holders. This one is a 67 plus full red. This is a top pop coin, and 1960s, one of the toughest, bar none, decades to get and earn that 67 and up grade level. This one right here ended up selling for $6,468.75. 10 years ago, those Mint State 67s used to sell for the same amount of money. I would imagine that those particular coins are worth about maybe a fifth or a sixth of what this one had sold for today. So pretty amazing. Glad to see this one making a comeback. And I have no doubt in my mind that we'll see a few other 1960s Lincolns in the near future. The next one that we have here, now we're going to dip into some wheat cent type coins. 1952. This is a Philadelphia minted coin. Philadelphia 50s Lincolns are incredibly tough regarding the overall cleanliness of the planchets. This is a Mid-State 67 red, and this is a premier date for a 67, whether it's through NGC or PCGS. It really does not make any difference. This one sold for $1,440. Again, if this was in PCGS plastic, you might as well just double that money, because that's how much they go up. And we also have a 51 here as well, but this thing is just a true monster. Mid-State 67 Plus, it's full red, CAC sticker, but again, this thing looks polarizingly different than the 1996 Lincoln that we looked at. There's like no comparison when it comes to quality of one to the other. And again, that's more of, the sign of the times. These 1950s Lincolns, they weren't the best quality, they were more trash than they were treasure back then. So this one right here, no surprise, ended up selling for $9,056.25. Again, a lot of these registry set type coins, just be careful if you want to get into trying to earn yourself a grade of a coin that you might own of this caliber. It's highly risky. So just make sure that you're ready to spend some money and that you're willing to accept the consequences if these coins don't come back the way you want them to. All right, 1945, another monster. NGC getting plenty of love this week in the Monday Market Report. We have this one here. It's another Philly. Although in the 40s, these coins were very well struck. I'd say the Estimates probably the best out of the bunch, followed by Denver and then Philadelphia, but they were all pretty good. It's a far departure from what we saw in the 50s. So NGC assigned this one a Mid-State 68 red a long time ago, because this is an older holder by NGC. This one right here ended up selling for $4,675.50. The money is just really big right now. In Lincoln cents, that is one of the biggest series to collect all across the board, from beginners to the more advanced folks. Okay, so we are now into nickels. Our first one here is a super modern version here. 1991D Jefferson nickel is here out of necessity, because the Jefferson nickel registry goes all the way up to the current date, 2023, as of this taping. So even coins like this, there is a need for these, all right? And when we're looking at Jefferson nickels from the 80s and 90s, the quality can be a little bit suspect, especially in the 80s. This one right here is a PCGS Mid-State 66 Plus full stepper. All right, so it's not the top grade. This is kind of like that tier 2, that secondary tier of coins, kind of like the safety net level. If you can't get a 67, a 66 Plus is a pretty good consolation prize. So this one right here, hammered for $1,040.62. Again, 67 is the kind of like the all-in money shot of this particular date, and any of them from the 90s. All right, so we have this beautiful 1957 Proof Jefferson nickel. This one comes in at a Proof 69 cameo. If you guys know your Proof coins, especially from the 50s and early 60s, good luck finding any of them with any sort of cameo frost. All right, they're about as rare as trying to find $100 bill on the ground. All right, they just don't show up that much. And for anybody that actually knows that, that is the case. It's very hard to find a $100 bill just floating in the wind. This one right here, again, 69, that's one grade away from perfection. The cameo is okay. There's enough on there to give it the bite for that designation. And this one sold for $2,950.88. Another giant size sale here. 1952D. Now, quality's a little bit better here. So again, this is more of a registry set pursuit. And Mid-State 67 with full steps will not disappoint anybody. This is one of the higher echelon type of grades for the state. This one sold for $4,443.75. After 1952, quality, takes a dive. 53 is particularly bad. So yeah, gorgeous looking coin. And it looks a 67. Here's a 1936D. Now, I had posted a little short video on this particular coin. All right, people are super hung up on the 37D three-legged buffalo. All right, and in this little short video, I said, did you guys know that there is a similar type variety for 36 Denver coins? And it's affectionately referred to as the 3.5 legs. All right, it's a well-known cherry picker's guide variety. It's in the red book, and sure, there's going to be a little remnant of that front leg on there. Again, this is a dye abrasion issue, just an over polishing of the dye. So there will appear to be a part of a fourth leg right there. So someone had said, well, it looks like I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4 legs on there. Therefore, it's a four-legged buffalo. What are you talking about? So I graciously sent this person a link to PCGS's website for this coin. I told him, hey, it looks like you could use a little bit of common knowledge of this coin. There you go. And I didn't hear a thing since. All right, so sometimes it just helps to double down on what we're talking about. Now, that front forward leg that you see there is going to be incredibly weakened. All right, you can still see a little bit of remnants there, but for the most part, about 75% of that front leg, sans the hoof, is completely gone. Now, this one is considerably more rarer than the 37D three legs. Right? It's one that has been off the radar. Not a lot of people have been paying attention to it. This one is a fine 15, a superb collector grade. And of course, if you're looking to just buy an example, you could do a lot worse. Good to VG examples are out there, but you're probably better off buying a 37D three legs in about a VF 30, 35 for the same amount of money. This one right here, sold for $1,015.88. Again, it's a fine 15, and it's still very cherry pickable, whereas the 37D, because of what it is, isn't as cherry pickable compared to this one. We have a couple just really nice collector / registry level Buffalo nickels. 34D is tougher than it looks. This one is a mid-state 66, CAC certified as well. Beautiful, gorgeous coin. This one sold for $1,697.62. We also have a what we call basic, because it's Philadelphia struck, 1926. However, check out some of the archived toning, especially on the reverse of this thing. Superb looking example here. This one, a huge 67 plus by NGC, and this one sold for $3,150. Here's a 23S, one of the toughest, and that's why coins that grade only a 64 make it on the list very easily. Now, any Branchment 20s Buffalo nickel, fantastic. They're tough to find, and they're even more difficult to obtain cheap. You can't afford these for anything under $1,000 in mid-state condition. This one right here, as you can tell, shows just how lousy the strike quality is, and the luster as well. This one sold for $1,293.75. Again, another blockbuster coin for a Buffalo nickel collection. Well, I would say, no doubt about it, this is one of the biggest coins on record that we have talked about. 1966 Roosevelt dime. And yes, this is a special mid-set coin, all right? It's the pseudo proof edition. They didn't make proof coins in 65 to 67, so it was special mid-sets all the way. This is a PCGS SP69 Cameo. All right, this is a coin that you can cherry pick out of an $8 set. So if it shows up with a little bit of frost on the devices, which apparently they weren't supposed to have, you might have an outside shot at a huge coin like this one. So this is a top pop grade. It ended up selling for $7,143.75. Look through your SMS sets for any of the coins they exhibit these nice blackened fields and frosty devices. Same with this one, however, this is a deep cameo version. This is a full proof. This is a 1959, not foolproof, but it's a proof coin from a proof set. PCGS assigned Proof 68 deep cameo on this one. Incredible, glossy, very reflective surfaces. This one sold for $1,096.88, and I believe 69 might be the top pop grade for this. And here's a coin with character. We got 51D, folks. Roosevelt. This is a good old-fashioned business strike. Great to see one of these on the list. Mid-State 68 with full band, so it's got a really nice heavy strike on the reverse. And I'm happy to say that this is a $2,308.50 sale here on Great Collections. And there you go. We were bound to get there, but finally we have made it to our CAC G graded coin. All right, you could tell this one here has kind of like a cross between a PCGS and NGC label. This one is huge though. It's a 16 Philly. It's not a Denver. It's a Mid-State 68 full bands, incredibly colorful appearance to it. Lots of originality here. I would imagine that the luster is pretty nice as well for a coin that is well in excess of 100 years old. The little CAC green sparkly sticker looking thing is normal on all of these slabs, so you'll see that on every one. This one right here, huge sale, $9,001.12. It almost feels like you're buying a 16D from that price value. Again, this is what we look for, coins like this, and one that's been sitting in an environment where it tones very colorfully like this. All right, we do have a few quarters. How about 46D? This is just, kind of like a really nice high-end example. PCGS tabbed this one as a Mid-State 67 Plus, and it sold for $1,521. So I have a feeling that this is not a top pop grade. I believe I've seen a few 68s of this one. And of course, this one's here because of that beautiful blazing obverse color, 44S this time around, in a Mid-State 68. This is a gorgeous one. $4,672.12 was the high sale on it. And we also have a 24S, kind of a tougher date, especially in Mid-State condition. This one is a beautiful original piece, Mid-State 65 with full head. So it's got the little ear hole and the defining hair characteristics on there. Beautiful looking coin. It's even got a little skin to it, which gives it some of that originality that people look for. This one sold for $5,625. And the last few coins are a $50 and a dollar coin. So let's go ahead and dive into this 1970D. Right, it's a very obscure coin because these were only made for mint sets. They were never produced for general circulation. All right, so whatever you can find out of these are going to be in those mint sets from the 1970 issue. This one right here is a Mid-State 67, and we've actually seen a few of these over the course of the last few months, and they were all big-time sales. This one ended at $3,826.12. Quite amazing for what it is. You could sell this and pretty much buy two double eagles, or close to it, or a double eagle and a gold eagle, $10. Such a huge coin though for the grade. And then finally, who would have thought you guys would see a Susan B on the list? It's a 1981S. Okay, this is a kind of obscure one right here, and the big reason why is people were done with this issue in 1981, and that's after only a couple of years, right? So a lot of these we were either tossed aside, they were put into circulation. It's a crazy one to talk about. We don't have enough time to talk about this one. We just don't have enough time in the show. But yeah, how about a graded NGC Mid-State 67 of this one? There are registry sets that'll want this. that focus around modern dollars. And this one, a little bit surprising, sold for $1,743.75. And I know what you guys are thinking. There's a bunch of other coins that I would spend $1,700 on. Why this? And again, that's the power of the registry, so it is a top grade. All right, that's going to go ahead and wrap things up with the Monday market report. Again, just to reiterate, videos for entertainment purposes only. None of this is financial advice. Collect and grade responsibly. All right, know your grading. But that's going to go ahead and wrap things up. Would love to hear your thoughts. Did you have a favorite from this show? I think the 16 Mercury dime is tops in my book. But I would love to hear what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to today's video and the channel if you haven't done so already. And I do appreciate your guys' endorsement and views. So thank you for that. But hope to see you guys on the upcoming Whatnot live streams tomorrow and Friday. And that's it. I'm out of here, guys. You guys have a wonderful week. And I'll see you on the next coin video.